What's that? I can't seem to remember as well as I used to. Oh, okay. Alzheimer's disease, that's what I was talking about. Alzheimer's disease, which is also known as the mind clearing disease, because it literally has the capability to destroy the human brain. I am credible on this topic because I spent various hours in high school learning about this topic because my grandpa is currently diagnosed with early onset of dementia. To say that Alzheimer's is a small problem certainly is not true. According to the Alzheimer's Association, Alzheimer's is the sixth leading cause of death in the United States. More than 5 million people are affected. Today I will be talking to you about what exactly Alzheimer's is, how it affects the human brain and body, and how family members are often left in the dust and feel emotionally rattled by Alzheimer's. What many people do not realize about Alzheimer's is there's actually 2 kinds: early stage and late stage. According to WebMD, early onset occurs before the age of 65, and late onset occurs after the age of 65. Early onset is very rare, only about 5% get this, where late onset is more common. On to the definition. According to Alzheimer's Foundation of America, Alzheimer's disease can be defined as a continuously slow, dwindling disorder that attacks the brain nerve cells or neurons, resulting in a loss of memory, thinking and language skills, and behavioral changes. When these nerve cells are attacked, they produce other chemicals that end up killing these nerve cells, and when these nerve cells end up dying, all brain functions go with it. The first symptom a person will start to experience when they have Alzheimer's is their short-term memory will start to go. They may forget simple things. Their second symptom includes recognizing family and friends. They might have trouble like, who are you? Who is that? I don't remember. And then kind of moving on to the final stages, it gets really tough, it can be really severe. In the late stages, there's almost like total memory loss. They might mistake a person for someone else, even if they do or don't exist. And then at the very end, the basic abilities such as eating, talking, walking, sitting up become so bad that they just basically are almost like a potato. After hearing about what Alzheimer's can do to a person physically, I'm sure it's easy to understand that it can be very tough on that family emotionally as well. In reference to leaders engaged on Alzheimer's disease, or lead if you will, family caregivers are often the invisible victims of this disease. Family caregivers are often responsible for the medical decisions, insurance, and so on. They're also usually pushed to the limit financially. It's very expensive to have to pay for someone who is going through this treatment. These families often become depressed. Having to watch your family member become sick and not recognize you and basically lose all bodily functions is very tough. The families often have to make the hardest decision, and that's when they should choose to die for that family member. The coping process for anyone dying is tough, but I think it's especially difficult for someone who has to take a slow death like Alzheimer's. Finally, what makes Alzheimer's especially difficult is that there's still no cure to this day. To say that Alzheimer's is a small problem certainly is not true. Alzheimer's is the 6th leading cause of death in the United States, affecting more than 5 million people. After hearing about how Alzheimer's affects the human body and their families, I'm sure everybody here today will certainly not forget anytime soon about Alzheimer's.